Hello Sagittarius, I'm Kristi, you're watching Tiny Turtle Tarot, and this is your reading for the week ahead. As always, if anything I say resonates, please let me know by liking and subscribing. Let's get on with your reading. What's happening with Sagittarians this week? 10 of Wands, letting go of all that does not serve you. You might be holding on to some baggage, or you have like a lot of people that are interested in you or have reached out to you, and you might be feeling guilty for denying them. I don't know why that's coming through. Sagittarius, you are very attractive, I feel, because Sagittarius, why wouldn't you be? Like, but there's something where you're afraid that you, almost like also you're afraid someone's watching you from the past. There's something where you're a little bit like, not paranoid, but like a little bit paranoid, but not paranoid, but like a little bit paranoid. There's a little bit of fear that someone is watching you, or yeah, there's, fear, but there's also like you're going about your week a little bit nervous. Some of you, not all of you, don't claim that that's not you, but there's something about you being nervous about maybe your workload. Maybe you've got a lot going on and you're nervous about getting through it, but there's also about someone watching you that you're a little bit nervous about also. Hierophant, 3 of Wands, the World card. Three of Wands, the World, you're expecting success, or you're expecting a new cycle. There's a new cycle that's beginning in your life, but with the 3 of Wands and the World, it's like this could go either way. You're expecting either a cycle to wrap up, you're either on a winning streak and you're like, this is going to wrap itself up soon, this is going too well, or you're expecting it, like you're like either this is or you're like, it's almost like you're very wise and you're like, I've been through so much now that I know the universe is about to give me everything I've ever asked for, and you're like, it's about to come. And for some of you, it's already started coming and you're like, this is over soon. This happiness, all this luck that's coming, this can't keep on coming, but it is. It's only just begun. The luck has only just begun. And with the Hierophant here also, there's a lesson to learn. I think there's a lesson to learn about your idea of luck. Like you maybe have like, there's like this thing in your mind of I can't keep being lucky, and there's going to be a twist now of you just going, I'm the luckiest person alive. And you're going to start saying that more often. It's going to attract more luck to you, and you're going to be very, very happy with the outcome. Like, start saying that to yourself. If you experience something and you go, I'm so unlucky. I think I said this in Sagittarius' reading last week. This is so funny. I might not have. It might have been someone else's. But there's something where if you keep saying to yourself, if something happens, you get pooed on, right? I think I've said this before, but if you get pooed on by a bird, you're going to be like, oh my god, I'm so unlucky. Or there's something that happens that looks negative and you go, oh, or is a little bit negative, right? And you go, oh, I'm so unlucky. Change it. Start saying, I'm so lucky. How many people got pooed on today? That's so rare. How many people I was so lucky. But there's something about changing your mindset, because you are actually about to be very lucky if you're not already. Like, you're getting luckier and luckier every day. I really feel that. And there's going to be more and more signs of luck. 10 of Pentacles. This could even be to do with your money. You could win some money. A house. You could win a boat. I don't know why I just heard like someone's going to win a boat. That's very specific. Maybe a car. I don't know. A boat. Strength. The 7 of Swords and the 2 of Wands. You might have to... It's almost like you have a choice between a cash prize or the actual thing. Do you want this boat or do you want the cash prize? And you're going to have to choose the harder option. You're like, I really like that boat. I've always wanted a boat like that. But practically, I should probably take the money. There's something where you're going to take the practical option. Practical option might be a boat for some of you. It depends on your story. Maybe maybe you want to live on a boat. I don't know. I don't know what your story is. But strength, Knight of Wands, 2 of Wands. You also have a decision to make in your passions. This could be with a person, or it could be your hobby or your career, things you're passionate about. You have a decision to make, and that you're being told to make the harder one, the one that causes you to grow more, which is really annoying. And I usually say go towards the thing that makes you happier and brings you the most peace. But I think that the harder option will bring you the most peace in the long run. There's like, yeah, there's like, you can do something, it's almost like you can get somewhere really quick. Maybe you're offered a job and they're like, look, it's really good, look at all this money. But then there's another one that might take a little bit longer to get to where you want to be. And it might be a little bit harder as well. But the cards are saying to take the harder option. It's almost like you'll enjoy it more because of the mental. There's something about the mental or the mentality aspect of this is, at the end of the day, you're going to enjoy it more because you'll go to bed feeling like you've done something or feeling like you're trying for something. Whereas the other thing is going to be more of like very easy. And I think a lot of Sagittarius is very intelligent and very wise, and it wouldn't be mentally stimulating. So even though it's like, usually I'd say go with the easier option, go with what you want to do, go with what makes you feel more peaceful, I feel like there's a need for you to be mentally stimulated at the same time. So Sagittarius, obviously do whatever you feel like doing, but the cards are kind of saying go towards what would cause more mental stimulation so that also your mind isn't running amok within itself. Maybe you're someone that kind of self-destructs if you're having too much time on your hands or there's too much going on in your head and there's a need to be mentally stimulated at work or something. Maybe this is you at work at the moment. It's very boring or there's not much going on and there's a need to kind of bring a book or bring, I don't know, maybe you work behind like a reception desk. Maybe you're not allowed to bring a book. Maybe you're not allowed, maybe you have to be there, like even if it's dead, even if you work in a hotel reception and nobody's checking in, like it's dead in there, nobody's checking in, even if that's the case, you're not allowed. I don't know how it works. Maybe there's that case. There's something about sneaking in a Sudoku book or sneaking in a book of some type to keep your mind busy. It could be a little Rubik's Cube, it could be anything, but there's something about sneaking in something to keep your mind busy during the day. It will make the time pass quicker. And maybe you could even talk to someone and say, look, I know we're not supposed to do anything but work, but if I've finished all the computer work and if there's no people checking into the hotel and I've done all the other admin and I've cleaned up, would it be okay if I sat here and read a book? Because mentally, I don't do well if you give me too much time on my hands to sit here and just stare at the doorway waiting for it. Like there's something where if you spoke to your manager or your boss, they would let you. If you spoke to them from the sense of you need to be mentally stimulated. There's something, maybe you have ADD or ADHD or something, but there's something where you actually can get around some type of rule in the workplace by, like I say, by just talking about it and by saying like this would really help me and it would also help me do a better job when a customer or when someone does check into the hotel, I will be fully there and not caught up in my head. I don't know, you get caught up in your head. Yeah, I hope that makes sense. What else is going on? I got really in depth into that. I rambled for ages, I'm sorry. What else? Okay. King of Cups, Six of Wands, Eight of Cups. Very emotionally stable. There's someone coming into your life that's recently ended something with someone else. Usually a red flag. If you're single, pardon me, random, but it might be confirmation. If you're single, you're somebody flowing into your life. I didn't mean to say flowing, but I did. There's someone flowing into your life that has just flowed out of someone else's. Now, if this person talks to you, or if you go on a date with them, you might think, ooh, if this comes up for some reason, they might be very oversharey in some way, and they might say, oh, I recently left Bob, I've recently come out of a long-term relationship, or I recently, you know, there's something where someone's going to say that, or there's going to be information brought out about that, and you're going to go, ooh, that's not a good sign. You just, like, what are you dating for? Don't you need to heal? There's something that looks like a red flag. I'm just noticing the red cape also, the red flag. But it's not, for some reason. And it might not be that, but there's something about a King of Cups. Maybe there's somebody coming into your life. Now, man or woman doesn't matter. It's just the energy of the King of Cups. Somebody very calm, caring, and loving. Somebody coming into your life that you're going to be a bit like, ooh. Like, they're very loving and caring. And you might think you're being love bombed. You might think that's a bit much. You might go, ooh, I just met you, or I met you a couple months ago. You're telling me or a couple of weeks ago you're telling me you love me. There's something where it's going to happen very, very fast and you're going to think, oh, that's not real. They're just saying what they think I want to hear. But with the Six of Wands, the King of Cups here, King of Cups is genuine. This is true. This is real. This person actually has feelings for you. It actually is what it looks like on the outside. You might be used to connections where somebody played a part or somebody pretended to be someone they weren't. And so they put on an act and they were who they thought you wanted them to be, if that makes sense. Whereas this person is actually just themselves. And just by being themselves, they're perfect for you. And you think, oh, that's not real. They're just pretending. But they're not pretending. Six of Wands, people are going to be very happy. If you're single, this is like your family and your friends are like, finally someone that's right for you. So you might have been in connections where the people you were with weren't good enough in terms of your family's opinions, at least. They were not good enough for you. And I don't think your family meant this in a negative way. They just really cared about you and protected you. And they were like, they're not good enough. And this person, the King of Cups, this is someone your family would approve of. This is someone you will approve of. But you'll be a little bit skeptical. And like I said to begin with, there's a little bit of paranoia here. There is definitely still that energy of you being a little bit paranoid that somebody isn't who they're cracked up to be. This person might even be in the spotlight or famous in some way with the Six of Wands, or you are. But it's like, that might be why. You might know this person already. This might be someone you've seen online or someone you've seen on TV or Netflix or something, and then you go, oh, this is an act. Or you've seen an interview with this person, but you have no idea who they are. I feel like you're going to meet someone and be like, I know your face, but I don't know where you're from. Do I know you? And they'll be like, no. And then eventually you'll find out that they're on a TV show or they're on something. They've got a part on something and that's where you saw them from, but they won't tell you that to begin with, I feel. But there's something where you know someone's face, or this could be vice versa. Someone's like, I know you, and you're like, no, I don't think we've met, and you know that they know you from something you've been in, or you know what I mean, or a friend of a friend. Maybe this is just you being very popular in your community. Maybe there's been a lot of rumors around you in the past, and so when someone goes, I know you, you know that they just know you off of like Facebook or like a trending post or something. Anyways, like something your friend was tagged in, right? They've seen you because of, I don't know, some attention. There's been a lot of attention around you or your person. And because of that, they're very good with people. They're very good. This person's very social. They're like a socialite, I just heard. And so if they are in the spotlight, they have been media trained or something. There's something where they're very poised, and the thing is, you think they're fake, or you're very skeptical about whether or not they're true, and they are. There's something coming through. It's like Sagittarius, they're true. They're true blue. I keep hearing, and then I'm noticing all the blue around. They're true blue, and you can trust this person, and you're gonna like them if you don't know them already. And if you're in a relationship, I'm sorry, this has kind of just been for singles. Gosh, I've rambled. I'm gonna get you one more card and then wrap your reading up. Okay, that was easy. Ace of Pentacles. There's an opportunity coming. This could even be a proposal. Sometimes I see that as like a ring box being offered. It could be somebody proposing to you very soon. So I guess that's for the ones that are in a relationship, or you're single and you're very quickly going to get proposed to after meeting this person. Like, you think it's love bombing. Like, this thing of, why are you proposing to me? I met you last week. That's like insecure, that's possessive, that's love. There's something where you think the worst of people because of the ways you've been hurt in the past. But this person is true blue. Anyways, there's an offer coming, and if it's not a proposal, it's a proposal when it comes to work. It's a proposal when it comes to your job, or it's even you reaching out and like asking. It's almost like you put yourself on the line a little bit and start offering yourself for jobs, offering yourself applying for jobs or parts that you think might be a little bit above where you can do it, but you're like, what's the harm? Like, I see you sending out, like, copy and pasting an email or an application to like 10 different people, and you're like, well, what's the harm? It's very confident energy, and I think it's going to pay off. This is a seed being planted. So even if you only get one reply, even if you only get one person come back and say, yeah, that's one person that you didn't have before you started. That's one person. This could even be you applying for like collaborator, or you wanting a sponsorship or something. There's something you're applying for, but you might send out multiple, and then you can't be bummed if you don't hear back from them, because you're going to hear back from at least one with this ace. There's going to be something good. This is a golden opportunity. This is a gift from the universe. This is amazing. And it might not even be you applying for it. You might just have someone approach you if that's not the case. There's something really good and lucky coming towards you. And it could even be this person. This person might know someone that knows someone. It might be through them, because I'm just noticing that it landed on top of the King of Cups. So that might come through them, or that might be how you meet them even. It might be through work. It might be through that. Something about a higher up, like someone higher up. If you work at somewhere, but you've not really met the higher ups of where you work for some reason, if you're new, I don't know, there's someone higher up that works there. Higher up, right? We're all equals, but you know, they say the higher ups. And there's gonna be like an offer, or they're gonna say, we want to give you a promotion. I don't know, there's something where you're gonna be boosted up, and that might be that choice you had to make between what's easy. You might want to say, they might say it's in your court whether you stay where you are because you're very good at what you do, but we also really like your work ethic and we want to see you in this department. And you're going to be like, oh, but I really like it here. But that's going to be a lot harder. But there's something saying mentally it would be very stimulating, because I also talked about you being behind a desk not being stimulated enough, right? So there's something where you should take this thing even if it feels a little bit hard. If you want to, use your own discernment. Don't hate me, okay? Just do what you feel like you want to do. I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Why did I say don't hate me? That was weird. You might be someone that says that very easily to people, like, oh, don't hate me, but because I don't usually say that. Anyways, I'm going to wrap your reading up here. Thank you so much for watching. If anything I said resonated, please let me know by liking and subscribing. And I'll see you next Tuesday for Tiny Turtle Tarot Tuesdays.